Hey guys, I'm back and I wanted to talk to you guys about my favorite Netflix shows. But honestly, I had made a list before and then the list changed because I started watching new shows. So it wasn't the same stuff that it used to be. So I had to change it, and this is going to be a two-part video because there's just that many um, shows that I like. And when I say shows, I mean series. So maybe I'll do a favorite Netflix movies video too. That would be interesting, considering I love movies. So I'm just watching this one curl on my. I always get distracted by the most random of things. I always get distracted. I don't know. So the first one, I have it all written down here so I wouldn't forget because I didn't want to forget one. Then I'm confidently talking and making the video, and then afterwards I'm like, damn it, there's this one that I just didn't remember. So I have it all right here. And number one, numero uno, number one is Yellowstone. And I know a lot of people will be like, why Yellowstone? It's only because it's popular. No, it's not because it's popular. I was starting to binge a bunch of shows on Netflix and it just happened to catch my eye, and I thought, okay, let me see what this is like. Let's see from the first episode if I'll be interested, and then I'll keep watching. Best believe after that first episode, I was watching this show. I couldn't stop watching it. And keep in mind the first episode is probably an hour long, so I kept watching it. I couldn't stop, and I binge watched the entire series in probably 2 or 3 days. So if that doesn't tell you how much I like the show, then I don't know what can. Because I've watched it again and again, and I'm probably gonna watch it after I make this video. So that's how much I like Yellowstone. Number two here is The Rookie, and also people might say that's because it's popular. That's because it's no, it's not because it's popular. I saw it one day, and to be honest with you, I saw videos on TikTok about Bradshaw and Chen, and I was wondering, like, these guys are so attractive, these women are so attractive, what's happening with this show? And I watched it myself and I was like, oh, so it's not just about the people, it's actually about everything to do with the police. So it really got me, and I just couldn't, like I said with Yellowstone, I couldn't stop watching. As soon as I started, I was hooked, and I'm patiently waiting for season 7. Patiently, very patiently. I'm sure I'm a part of those people that want to see that. I think it's not Bradshaw, I think it's Bradford. I can't wait for him and Lucy to be back together again. So fingers crossed, people, they will be back together. If they're not, I will be very pissed off. Very pissed off. But yeah, let's just hope that they get back together, because there will be very angry people if they are not. And the next one is like obvious, Friends. But I've met some people that say they don't like Friends, and it feels like a personal insult. Because how can you not like Friends? I mean, come on. It's funny, it's quirky, it's got every holiday you can think of if you want to think of it. Well, probably just Christmas and Thanksgiving. And do they do a Valentine's Day? I'm not sure, I can't remember. I've watched so many episodes, but it's like I won't remember until I'm actually watching it. And if my hair looks shorter, just random side note, if my hair looks shorter, it's because it's cold. My hair always tends to look shorter when it's cold. So hopefully when it grows longer, it will look longer. those who've been following my channel for a while know that my hair was very, very short at one point. So it's been a process. It's been a process. But I love Friends. I absolutely love it. I've watched it so many times that if I put on an episode, I'll be able to change the episode if I know what's happening and I don't want to watch it. Like, I can just tell by the name of the episode what happens. So, yeah, watched it too much. Next one is Gossip Girl. And this one I actually didn't start watching until a few years ago. I always wondered, why were people obsessed with it? Why was it so in? Like, why did everybody love it? But then I started watching it and I realized, oh, it's actually a good show. So I learned my lesson and I was like, damn, it's actually good. And I haven't been able to stop watching it since. I've rewatched it and rewatched it and rewatched it, and I still cry at the sad scenes, and I'm still surprised at the shocking ones, and it's funny because I've watched it so much that I shouldn't actually have a reaction to them anymore. But yeah. Oh, okay. Next one is Wednesday. Now, there are some people that say they don't like Wednesday because it's not entirely like the Addams Family's shows. Guys, Wednesday was changed a bit because they had to first see how the show would do. They first had to see how people would pick up on it, how it would come across to other people. So they couldn't really go into detail and do everything that they wanted to do in the beginning. They had to kind of test the waters a little bit. So if you dislike it, just wait until season 2. I'm sure season 2 is way darker. There's way more of the stuff that you see in Addams Family that's going to be in the show. So don't judge it. Just wait. Just wait a little bit longer. You'll see. The next one's The Witcher. I love The Witcher with a passion. And that is why I will not be watching after season 3, because Henry Cavill is not going to be The Witcher anymore. And that just breaks my heart. If you know, you know. I'm not going to get into all the stories about why he's not going to be The Witcher anymore. But like I said, if you know, you know. He was just the perfect person to play The Witcher, to play Geralt. And I can't picture anyone else playing Geralt of Rivia. I just can't. And I feel like it would ruin the entire experience for me and ruin my perception of the show. So I will not be watching onward. So that is just me. Although I do love seasons 1, 2, and 3. Season 1 annoys me a little bit because I really like Geralt and Yen, but they're not together in season 1. They're more together season 3-ish. So I just love them together. That's just me. So the next one is Dynasty. Now, I know that Dynasty is apparently a spin-off. I never watched the original Dynasty. I've only ever watched the second one. Well, I think it's the second one that came out in 2000 something. But with Elizabeth Gillies and oh gosh, I don't know the other guys' names. But yeah, with them, because I was watching that Dynasty, not the other Dynasty. But I absolutely love it. I love Fallon. She cracks me up. I freaking love it. She makes me laugh with every single thing she does. She's always catching on nonsense, but always a boss when she needs to be. But I feel like relationships can be a bit stressful. A bit stressful sometimes, honestly. Okay, speaking about stressful, now we're getting to the big guns. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I know to some people they're gonna say, why do you watch reality shows? Why do you even bother with reality shows? Look, I enjoy it, okay? The fights are interesting. To me, it's like watching a story unfold, but it's like drama. Look, if you grew up watching things like The Bold and the Beautiful, Seven Delan, what were the other ones? Issy Dingo. If you grew up watching shows like that, it's very dramatic. It's like soap operas, very dramatic. If you grew up watching those, you're gonna love reality TV because you're used to all that drama. So I'm used to it. I used to watch those shows. So The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I absolutely love it. I'm still only at season 2. I need to catch up. I seriously need to catch up. I honestly need to catch up because there's so many other seasons. But the next one is The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and with that, I'm already caught up. I'm like, I think it's season 15 or 14. I think it's season 14. I don't know. Whichever's the latest one, I'm already by the latest episode. So that one I'm already caught up with. And let's just say things are getting hectic, but not as hectic as Salt Lake City. Like, things are getting police-wise hectic in season 2. So yeah, that's just my thing. It's getting really hectic, so I want to see what happens continuing from there. So we shall see. And the last one for this video is Suits. I love Suits. And some people say they don't enjoy it. I'd like to know why. It's just a lot of fun to watch. It's interesting. It's just I've watched it so much that I know there's certain seasons I don't like. But yeah, I love Harvey Specter. There's just something about Harvey. It's like, you can't hate him. You just can't. Like, if you hate him, then there's a problem because you can't hate him. He's perfect. Well, he's not perfect, but he's perfect to me. Like, you can't hate him. I mean, come on. So, yeah, those are the guys or girls or people or series that I like, and let me know which ones you guys like on Netflix. Maybe I must do Amazon Prime next time, or Disney Plus. Let me know. But that's for part 1. Bye guys.